Meta's Andromeda update completely changed how ads get distributed, and most SaaS founders have no idea that it happened. The tactics that were working 6 months ago are now actively hurting your results. And if your cost per qualified lead has been rising up or you're not able to run profitable paid ads, this is probably why. I've run 200 plus campaigns for B2B SaaS and AI companies and generated $26 million in pipeline. And in the last 6 months, I've had to completely rebuild how we run ads on this platform. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changed and a step-by-step approach on how to fix it. So let's get right into things. All right, so let's dive into things. So let's first talk about what the old way to run ads on Meta used to look like. Andromeda update actually changed in terms of how you should structure your campaigns. Well, first of all, pre-Andromeda update, you didn't have to run a lot of different diverse messaging within your ads. Meta was able to basically distribute your ad if you had similar diverse messaging. If you had ads that looked like each other, they still counted as a different ad. But now what they're doing is they're scanning your ads across the board to determine if there's diversity within them. And if they look like they're the same ad, they're going to be treated like the same ad. And so you're going to get basically penalized with higher CPMs, lower clicks, and then overall just lower click-through rate. And so it's going to tank your performance. Nowadays, what the game is all about, it's more about creative diversity, making sure that you're hitting different messaging angles, making sure that you're doing different types of formats. This is like a big one for us that we had to change about our approach. So we'll talk about kind of just like the old way to do things, right? So for example, you used to get away with just having a talking head studio version of you recording ads, which is basically, you just like I'm doing right now, just talking to the camera and recording 15 to 10 different ad scripts, all the same format. So you used to be able to just do same format. Second thing that you used to be able to do is you used to be able to just have a hook and body variation, which basically means that you used to have in your scripts, you could have 15 scripts by just basically doing 5 hooks and 3 bodies, right? Because you put those together on each of those bodies, you put 5 hooks on one body, 5 hooks on another body, 5 hooks on another body, you basically now have 15 ads. That strategy doesn't work anymore because now what they're doing is they're basically taking that same ad that even if you attach a different hook on it, so you really only have, they're treating it as the same ad. So essentially you only have really 3 ads here. And so why that's basically going to impact your performance is that when you have less ads in an ad set, you're going to stunt your overall CPMs and your cost per clicks because of the fact that you're not giving Meta enough volume to test different types of pockets and different types of audiences that are going to respond best to your messaging. And so that is a big thing that you cannot do anymore. The most that you can get away with now is like 2 hooks to 1 body if you want to still kind of run a similar format. But typically we just use 1 hook, 1 body and just count that as 1 ad nowadays because it really is going to just help with your overall performance. So the next thing that people used to do that doesn't work anymore, which is just changing your shirt for your ad. So you basically, if you wanted to have a diverse format, what you could basically do is just say I'm wearing this shirt, is I could change out the shirt and just say the exact same script. And Meta used to treat that as a separate ad. Now that doesn't work. It doesn't matter if you have the same shirt on, if you don't have the same shirt on, Meta will still treat that ad the same regardless of anything. So for example, if you're like ad fatigued, you can't just throw on a different shirt and all of a sudden your ad's going to get back into KPI. So the next thing that don't work as good as they used to are called lookalike audiences. And all these are basically you take a certain list of people and then throw them into a campaign and say, hey, Meta, find me more people like this group of people here. And the reason why they don't work as well is that the broad targeting has just gotten so good now, right? So you can just really allow Meta to go broad and you don't have to do interest stacks as much anymore. And you just really call out the people in your ad that you want to target and you let Meta find those people for you. They typically perform way better from some of our splits tests here. Not to say lookalikes don't work. If you have a really small audience or a pocket audience, that's where we've seen lookalikes work. For example, if you're like targeting like an enterprise section that are really hard to for Meta to find, then yes, lookalikes will help. But we're really seeing that broad is outperforming any type of audience set. So that's mainly the old way of running ads and what a lot of people are doing on Facebook and Instagram that is no longer working. So let me go ahead and just talk you through what the new way really looks like and the things that you should really be focusing on if you want to make sure that you're running profitable paid ads in 2026. So, hey, real quick, if you're a SaaS company running Meta ads right now, but your cost per lead keeps climbing and you can't figure out why, that's exactly what we fix. We audit your current setup, rebuild your campaigns around what's actually working, and we guarantee to get your ads profitable within 90 days. We literally give you a refund. So there's a link below to book a call if you want us to take a look at your situation and see if we can help. Anyways, back to the video. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you're testing multiple different formats. So formats being selfie style format, green screen style format, walking and talking style format. There's also responding to a comment style format. So there's all these different types of formats that are now way more important for you to include in your overall campaign, because otherwise you're not going to give Meta enough ads to be able to find the buyers that actually respond best to your messaging. So it's super important that respond best to those types types of formats. So it's super important that you vary up your format and understand really that the ads that perform the best are typically ads that look like organic content. Because you have to think about it from the advertising perspective. If I am Facebook, right, and Alex Hormozi talks about this, if you know who he is and you follow him, he basically has a theory that the best types of ads are going to be much like organic content because of the fact that these ad platforms want people to stay on their platform as long as they can. And the way that you do that is by making their experience look like they're always consuming content. So if an ad looks like a piece of content, they're going to want to continue to push that ad because of the fact that, first of all, they're getting paid for it, but also the people are watching it and they're engaging it and they're liking it. If you actually create your ads to look more native to the platform, more organic, we're seeing those perform really well right now. So that's really the biggest thing that you should be focusing on when you're creating ads, and really what's going to help you expedite your results. Once we started doing this, we started seeing great results for ourselves in our own company as well as our clients' company as well. So the next thing is broad audience, right? So like I was alluding to earlier, you want to make sure that you're just running broad audience. Like this is the biggest thing. You don't want to be touching with a whole bunch of different interest stacks. You don't want to be geeking out on all those different things that you can do. Just run broad and have really good messaging in your creative. That is going to help Meta get your message out in front of the right people and get you the lowest cost across the board. So the last thing that we're seeing that's working really now in 2026 is diverse messaging. So it's super important to make sure that you have diverse messaging and you're testing different types of angles. You're testing different types of pain points, desires, outcomes, offers, positioning. This is really going to help you drive down your cost per call and make sure that you have consistency in your ad account if you have different types of diverse messaging, because different people are going to respond to different types of messaging. So for example, if you have all these people here inside of your audience, some of them may respond to more pain point based messaging. Some of them may respond to more outcome based messaging. Some of them may respond to a completely different type of way that you articulate your offer. So if you have these different types of diverse messaging, you can create more consistency in your ad account and make sure that you're reaching a bigger group of your buyers. So that is basically the old way versus the new way and what's working right now in 2026. Okay, so let's recap what we just covered. Meta's Andromeda update changed how ads get distributed, and most SaaS founders are still running the old playbook and wondering why their results are declining. So the fix isn't a bigger budget or a new audience, it's adjusting your creative strategy, your campaign structure, and your offer to match how the algorithm actually works now. So that's the framework, but knowing it is one thing, actually rebuilding your campaigns around it is a whole different story. So if you're a B2B SaaS company and you want our team to come in and do this completely for you, there's a link below to book a call with me, and we'll be able to talk through your situation. Well, thanks guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a comment below with your favorite part of the video. Anyways, take it easy guys. Have a great day. Ciao.